Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to AfriArt Interiors. This is a session called the Comfort Interior Design where we discuss, we learn, we throw insights and contribute to interior design. It's an interactive session, so we get to learn more about interior design. You're welcome to send in your questions, but today and right now we'll be treating questions that have been sent. Okay, so I'll start with question number one. It says, hello, is interior design different from interior decor? Yeah, that's a tricky question because most persons get confused. The difference between interior design and interior decoration, the difference between the design and the decor, because people has the conception that design is decor already. You get. So yeah, we're going to clear some issues. First of all, I'll start by defining what interior design is. Interior design is the study of human behavior to enable the designer create an atmosphere or a space conducive for inhabitants. And what's interior decor? Interior decor is simply the use of elements, ornaments, example, furnitures, colors on walls, artistic ornaments to decorate a particular space to make it look even more conducive. Okay, so interior design is more of a space management, while interior decor it's more of the decorative aspect. So it's easy now. I know with these few points we'll be able to understand where I'm going to. As an interior designer, your job is to understand the status of your client, their religion, what they believe in, their family, size of their family, who they are. Are they executives? Are they living their normal lives, like how they wake up in the morning, where they go to in the morning? You have to understand all this fact. That's the only way you'll be able to create a space to match up their class. For an interior decorator, you need to understand their likes, like color-wise, the best color, so you'll be able to match or understand the best theme for their home. So the difference here is, you as an interior designer, your job is to create this template for an interior decorator to work with. So while you're doing your furnitures and all the rest, or while you're communicating to the interior decorator or the furniture maker, you tell them, no, we're not going to use brown because this person doesn't like brown. So it's in the understanding of the interior designer to understand this person's, their behavior, and communicate to the interior decorator to have a perfect finishing for a home design or your office space or whatever. Okay, there's another question here that says, there's a furniture maker classified to be an interior designer? In what sense? Yes, in one sense, yes. But in the other sense, no. If he decides to remain a furniture maker, he remains a furniture maker. If he wants to be an interior designer, he has to step up. There are so many persons that does furniture for an open market, without having the perspective or visualizing who their clients may be. They're just creative, they come up with stuff and they'll make something beautiful. They are good furniture makers. For you to be an interior designer, you need to understand who you're selling that stuff to. Your target market, the person, the class. So when you're doing let's say you're making a table, for instance, you understand that, in this class, it's better for me to do this table finishing with a glass top rather than all wood, because of the kind of person you want to sell the table to. You have to step up your IQ to an extent for you to communicate with clients. That's when you start acting like interior designer. If you want to remain a furniture maker, you're fine. People do that. People are just furniture maker. You employ them to do furnitures for you. But sometimes you need an interior designer to communicate better with these guys. I'll also say, for you to be an interior designer, it's ideal for you to have basic ideas on these stuffs, like these handiworks, furniture works, house painting, artistic works and all the rest. Why? It's because it helps you communicate with these people. It helps you relate to what is in the market. It helps you convince even your clients to tell them what's possible and what's not. You get. So it's ideal for an interior designer to have basic ideas on furniture making and stuff like that. I don't know if that answers your question, but I would say it's okay, it's fine. In one sense, a furniture maker can be an interior designer, but not all furniture makers are interior designer. I don't know if you get that. Okay, and there's another question. How do I become a professional interior designer? It's simple. There are basic steps. You start by taking proper lessons. You can decide to enroll into courses online, stuffs like that. You can decide to go for physical classes and just study. It starts from there. It begins from there. You start studying to become a professional. With the few ideas or things you learn from your classes, you'll be able to implement them into the whole market. So it's simple. Just enroll into one of the online classes for interior design, and then you can start from there. It's easy. That's funny. It says, why is color so important in interior design? I don't know, but I think this person is asking because probably he's not enlightened, or he doesn't know how to use colors, but he wants to be an interior designer. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it is paramount for you to learn color psychology, for you to know how to make use of your colors, for you to know how to match color. In a short term, we call it a color combo. For you to know how to combine colors, it is paramount in interior design. It's one of the elements of design that you cannot take out of the scene. And we as artists, we always say, without colors, without light, there's no color, and without color, it means there is no light. In other sense, you can only reflect or see colors when there is light reflection. So you can only specify that this is green when there is light. You cannot specify this is green if there is no light. It means color itself is light. I don't know, in the psychological sense, color itself is light. It means if you throw colors, the right colors into a space, it brings light and life into the house. So if you're not conversant with colors, then I'm not sure if you're ready for interior design. So I'll advise you to work more on colors. And because of this question, I think I will also want to break down some basic things you need to know in interior design. They are called the elements of design.